Happy Thursday, ICC friends. I know it's been a minute since I checked in. In case you don't know who I am Xaviera. I am the CEO and owner of Ice Cream Conversations. It's been a minute since I did a Thursday check-in, so I figured I would log on this morning before I get my day started because I had a lot of thoughts on my mind this morning, and I figured I'd just kick it with you guys for a little bit, being as though I didn't do a podcast this week and all that. But I am so thankful this morning. It's Thursday, and I always try to encourage people to be thankful on Thursday. So I would like to share why I'm thankful. I am very thankful today because I was able to take my heart monitor off. My VIPs already know what's been going on with me, but I have been wearing a heart monitor for the past 7 days, and I had a reaction to the heart monitor on my skin. So it was not a good experience, to say the least, but I fought through it because I at least wanted to wear the monitor for 7 days. I was supposed to wear it for 14 days, but y'all, I couldn't do it. No, Shantae, I took it off. I went ahead and took it off this morning because I felt like my skin was about to fall off. So I have to mail it in and all that. So hopefully, I'll keep my VIPs updated and those of you who care on the progress of the heart monitor. And also, shout out to my VIPs for just being very patient with me, being very understanding, being so super supportive, for giving me a place where I can share some behind the scenes stuff. And I know a lot of times you'll see me post things on the page and I'm like, meet me in the VIP lounge, or VIPs meet me in the lounge. And some of you guys kind of get frustrated with me about that. But I created the VIP lounge. It's basically a safe haven for me because, trust me, my job is super stressful. It seems easy, like, girl, all you got to do is write stories. No, it's a lot that goes into it, and my VIPs can probably co-sign it because I see many of my VIPs in this chat this morning. But basically, the VIP lounge just creates a safe space for me to share some things that I can't necessarily share publicly, or things that I can't necessarily post on icecreamconvos.com. The VIP lounge also consists of just my good ICC friends that seem like family, who really support what I'm doing with Ice Cream Convos, and so they support me in that way. To be a part of the VIP lounge is as easy as $4.99 a month, and basically I use the contributions from the VIPs to improve the site. Sometimes you guys will see me saying, making upgrades. Is to improve the site, is to focus on more giveaways and things of that nature. So if you are interested in joining the VIP lounge, that's cool. And I would love for you to be a part of our exclusive family. But everything that is said in the VIP lounge must remain in the VIP lounge. Also, my VIPs earn money because if they see some scoop that I happen to miss and they bring it to me, I pay them for it. If you are a business owner, my VIPs advertise their business as part of being a VIP. So it's just not a money grab. It's just not me trying to beg for money or anything of that nature. We really have a wonderful and beautiful community. And I just want to take a moment to really express to my VIPs how important that they are to me and how much I love and appreciate them. So with that being said, the Rashidah Ali story, I just wanted to touch on that a little bit. I reported the day before yesterday about Rashidah Ali losing her baby girl. And as some of you saw, that I initially reported the story and then I had to post a correction. All I'm going to say is that I extend my prayers to her. But you guys have no idea about all the drama that went down behind the scenes on that story. And so if you are interested in getting all the tea on that, because trust and believe, my VIPs were very shocked at everything that transpired and me getting that story out, from other bloggers accusing me of stealing, to me getting false information, to me getting misinformation, to it was a mess. So All of that information is detailed in the VIP lounge if you are interested. I do see Nelly said she would like to be a VIP. I will go ahead and post the link for those who are interested. If you're not interested, it's cool. We could still just kick it on, the front side of the site or whatever. But for those of you who really and honestly, truly love ICC and want to get connected on a deeper level, then the VIP lounge is probably for you. But if not, that's cool. I still love you all the same. We could just kick it on the front side. So if you want to know all this scoop and tea and everything else that I went through with this Rashidah Ali mess, good God Almighty, yeah, you can get all of it in the VIP lounge. Also, shout out to all of my Atlanta ICC friends. I hope you guys went ahead and entered to get your passes to the Dark Phoenix screening that's coming up. So hopefully I will see you guys there. And if you are there, don't be afraid to come up and say hey, and we could take pictures and be all cool and stuff and be cute and stuff, and I could post it on the Ice Cream Convo socials. So every time I have a screening, y'all come out and y'all dip in, y'all dip out. Or is it me dipping in and dipping out? I don't know. Either way, we don't take pictures and kick it and stuff. I would like to really change that. And I'm going to plan some events where we can kind of get together and get to know each other and spend some time with each other. Thinking about starting out with maybe a dinner at my favorite restaurant and inviting some of my ICC friends out to have dinner with me. So I think we're going to go ahead and be doing that very soon. Speaking of giveaways, the Power DVD, please excuse me. I have to choose a winner today, but shout out to everyone who entered to win the season 5 DVD of Power. So I have to choose a winner for that. Don't mind me. I was slipping on my pimping. Listen, I had a heart monitor on. Give me a break. So I will go ahead and choose a winner for that. But before I go, I want to talk about this Jason Mitchell situation and Lena Waithe. Oh, I see. I see Karen says she wants the Friday night chats to come back. I know. Okay. I will definitely work on that. I've been kind of busy, sis. So this Jason Mitchell situation. Now, y'all know Jason Mitchell got canned in every which way, shape, or form. And it was very shocking to a lot of us because it's like, we love Jason since he was Easy and straight out of Compton. And then all of a sudden, all I know is I took my daughter to dance class and I came back and your boy had been fired from everything he was a part of. His agent fired him. His management fired him. He was fired from the Shy and all of that. So it was like the curious case of Jason Mitchell. Like, what did Jason do that made everybody wash their hands of him and drop him like he had a plague? Well, then later on, we found out a little bit like it was misconduct. And initially I was like, well, was it sexual misconduct? Because, if it's sexual misconduct, then we got a bigger issue on our hands. And then it turned out to be, well, it's misconduct. Well, what kind of misconduct? The fact that he got fired from the shows that he was working on led me to believe, okay, it's something that happened on set. We later found out Tiffany Boone, who is his co-star on The Shy, had accused him of being inappropriate on set, like higher levels of sexual harassment, mind you. So we were like, okay, well, sexual harassment, we've seen this come and go with a lot of actors in Hollywood who, kind of get a little too frisky or too handsy or maybe step out of line a little bit, have to get, checked, put back in line. But for everyone to drop him the way they did, it had to be deeper on a higher level, something very offensive in my personal opinion. Well, now we know that this situation stemmed from something that he did during season 1 with his co-star Tiffany. But the showrunner for The Shy spoke out, and I think her name is Ayanna. And I remember when they brought Ayanna in because I wrote about it. I was like, The Shy has been renewed for season 2. They brought in Ayanna, and she's going to be the new showrunner. It was a big deal because she was a black woman as a showrunner of a hit series on Showtime. So it was a big deal. We celebrate, right? Okay, so Ayanna released a statement saying that Lena Waithe knew what Jason was doing out here in these streets of Showtime and that nothing was basically done about it. And now we're getting ready to roll into season 3, and here's all the fallout from it. Well, then Lena went on the Breakfast Club to tell her side of the story, and I think that was the most disappointing part of all. Now, I love Lena Waithe. She used to be my forever favorite until after I heard this interview on the Breakfast Club. Lena basically got on the Breakfast Club and started playing the blame game. So over at the Shy, they are playing the blame game right now. Lena said that she found out about Jason's alleged misconduct at the end of season 1 because she had a conversation with Tiffany. And Tiffany put her on, and Tiffany told her what went down. Now, based off of the context clues of Lena Waithe's interview on The Breakfast Club, Jason got out of pocket when they were doing love scenes. Because she kept saying how she has love scenes on all her other shows and she doesn't have any problems. So, based off of the Blues Clues, something went down while they were filming a love scene. Now, if you pay attention, season 2 does not have any love scenes between Jason and Tiffany. Their characters, there are no love scenes. They basically smooch a little bit if you get that much. So, Tiffany put Lena on at the end of season 1. So if Jason was acting out of pocket at the end of season 1, why was there a season 2 for Jason? Well, Lena claims that her way of fixing this misconduct situation was by hiring more women of color on the set of The Shy. Initially, she went back and backpedaled and said that she hired more women of color, I guess basically to be watchdogs on the set. And, you know, if you need something straightened up, you get a black woman to come in and she gonna straighten it up, right? Okay, so that was Lena's answer to Jason's misconduct. But in this next breath, she goes, well, I hired Ayanna, the showrunner, to fix the situation, and I regret leaving someone else to do my job. So now she's blaming Ayanna for Jason continuing his shenanigans on set. Then she went on to say, she called out another blog site saying that they were reporting this, that, and the third. And, now everybody's side-eyeing her and blaming her for Jason and blaming her for Jason being on the show for so long with his sexual misconduct. But she went on to say, well, I did create The Shy, but I really don't own it anymore. And they can fire me just like they fired Jason. So that was very shocking to me to hear Lena say that she could have went to them and said, it's either me or Jason. And they could be like, all right, you can go. We'll keep Jason. So to me, I was disappointed in Lena because it felt like she was making a whole bunch of damn excuses. She was passing the buck. And I'm like, sis, just say it is what it is, because I see pictures of her and Jason hugged up like two pals after season 1. So if he was problematic, I couldn't tell. So then she says that she hired all these other people to make sure her set is safe and make sure everything is okay. But then when it wasn't okay, now it's everyone else's fault but hers, and she regrets not taking it into her own hands. But you say you couldn't take it into your own hands because you don't really have power on the set of the show. But if you really don't have power on the set of the show, how did you hire all these other people to come in to allegedly fix the situation if you don't have any power? So it was a whole bunch, like Lena was talking out of both sides of her mouth. And basically at this point, I don't believe anything that she says. I know that she is an amazing creator. I know that, and I feel like her heart is in the right place. But listen, just say y'all effed up with this Jason Mitchell situation, because if he was out of pocket to the point of everybody dropping him like a hot potato, then apparently he was doing some stuff that he ain't have no business doing. And then after the first situation in season 1, y'all brought him back for season 2 and then said he was still doing the same damn thing. So now y'all want to play the blame game now that the public is outraged. People are actually attacking Tiffany for speaking out about him being inappropriate, which is weird. But I happen to know that the internet is a very weird place. I spend a lot of time here. And so, I mean, that's the situation. But I just wanted to come give y'all the little update of apparently what's going on with Jason. Lena says she has not spoken to Jason. And she says she will never work with Jason again based off of his history of being a habitual line stepper. So that's where it is right now. No one has seen or heard from Jason Mitchell. Your boy has gone underground. Lena said that he needs to work on himself and get himself better and get himself right, or whatever that means. But I interviewed Jason back when he was in Superfly. Remember Superfly with I think Trevor Jackson and what's his name, Director X or Little X, did the Superfly remake, and Jason, what's his name, Trevor, he was all permed up and stuff. I interviewed Jason, and I had a very interesting takeaway from my interview with Jason. Now, with that being said, he was mad cool. He wasn't inappropriate in any way, shape, or form, but I made a very, very stark observation about him from talking to him. And it was funny because my husband was also there because he was being my videographer for the night. And after I interviewed Jason, I was like, babe, did you notice X, Y, and Z about Jason? And he was like, oh, snap. So with that being said, I'm going to take that into the VIP lounge where I know I won't end up in it with any lawsuits or litigations. But yeah, so I mean, I've had my own interaction with Jason, and he was cool on the surface level, but there was something that I noticed about him, and I started talking to some other my close friends in media and asked if they noticed, and they were like, oh, yeah. So I want to see if you guys notice what I noticed about Jason when I interviewed him. So just go to the Ice Cream Convos YouTube page, search for my Superfly red carpet coverage, and watch my interview with Jason Mitchell, and then hit me up and let me know if you noticed what I noticed. And also, while you're over there on YouTube, just subscribe to the page. I mean, make life easy for both of us. But I want to see if you noticed what I noticed about Jason Mitchell when I was talking to him, and then let me know. And if you're on point, I'm gonna tell you you're on point, because if you say it and I don't say it, then I'm straight. So with that being said, I just wanted to give you an update on Jason, because people are still very emotional about the situation with him. There are some people who feel like he's being falsely accused. There are some people who feel like, oh, we'll bury a black man before we have evidence. Well, how do you have evidence of sexual harassment outside of the person feeling like they're being sexually harassed? Now, if there's text messages, or if he's sending peen pics and, you know, doing crazy stuff like that, then yes. But people get sexually harassed every day, B, and not necessarily have documented proof. I mean, it happens, and it's very unfortunate because Jason had a very, very bright career ahead of him. He even made a crossover film that nobody cared about, but it was called The Mustang. And I'm like, listen, he making crossover films already, so he in a good space. And so I'm just rooting for all the Straight Outta Compton guys, Corey Hawkins and was it Lil Ice Cube Jr., O'Shea Jackson Jr. He in the Godzilla movie. He done crossed over. So, Jason had a big, big, big opportunity ahead of him to have a very, very big and long lasting career. Even MTV trying to snatch back their little nominations. They always want to be in the mix. Like, just leave the damn boy alone. But, it is what it is. I get into it a lot of times with my ICC friends because they like, oh, you always tearing down black people, or you always tearing down a black man, or leave R. Kelly alone. Listen, when we have to be accountable for each other, if one of us ain't doing right and we cutting up, you got to pull their coattails. You have to fix we have to fix each other's crowns. We have to pull each other's coattails. So I'm not going to sit here and make excuses and excuse inappropriate behavior just because somebody is the same hue as me. That's not going to happen. Listen, melanation does not give you a pass. If you out here wilding, then you got to get called on it. You got to get handled accordingly. And so it's just unfortunate that is Jason's situation right now. I'm just curious to see how he's going to redeem himself from this. I don't know, because he don't even have a team. You can't even reach out to him for an interview unless you know his baby mama cousin, because he don't even have a team. He don't have a publicist. He has nobody. They done got rid of everybody got rid of Jason. So I don't want to see him thrown away to the dogs, but I just really would like for him to straighten up, get it together, do what's necessary in order for him to get back on the right track. So I'm not going to be out here rooting for him when he doing ignorant stuff, but I am rooting for him to get his life together, get back on track, and try to piece together the opportunity that he had, because he's very talented. All right. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get to work now. But as always, thank you so much for supporting Ice Cream Convos. You can connect with me. I post my little thing to let y'all know that y'all can connect with me on social media and all different places. And, you know, well, okay, so Nell said his nominations are his. He worked for him and they should not take nothing back. Um, a nomination they can take back. That's, you don't want to reward people. He was nominated for the Shy, so if he's doing sexual misconduct on the Shy, they don't necessarily want to give him a award or have him come to the, well, no, first things first, MTV know he ain't coming. Like, it's certain things that's just, it is what it is. MTV knows he's not coming, for one. I mean, the awards I think are next week. They know he's not coming because he's gonna be laying low for a minute. They know he's not coming, and they don't want to give awards to people who have a dark cloud over them or have active allegations against them. It makes sense. It makes sense. But MTV just, all they had to do was just quietly take him off the thing. They didn't have to make no huge announcement to try to get a piece of the action. But yeah, so with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and cut out unless you guys have anything else that you want to discuss before I leave out real quick. I know a lot of y'all think Portia Williams and her baby daddy done broke up. I don't care. I mean, we're talking about it in the VIP lounge, but I just don't feel strongly enough about it yet to try to write a post about it. But hopefully things are on the up and up over there. They got Pampers to buy and bottles and to make and babies to burp. So hopefully they'll work that out. Okay. So with that being said, all of you have a wonderful day. I'll go back through the comments to make sure that I didn't miss anything or anything that you guys said. And yeah, the Shy definitely won't be the same without Jason, but I'm pretty sure the people on the set will have peace of mind now. So with that being said, have a great day, guys. And thank you for just supporting and connect with Ice Cream Convos and connect with me across all social media. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.